For me, in the set, I think it's the phone. That Redmi, I didn't bring that mop. You can check out that Bilendra, but if anything, I'd even like to sell it so you could check it out. I took another one. It's new. Both of them have water in them so you can see that they work. I cleaned what I could. It's done. Unfortunately, neither I nor my mum nor do I know about it. If someone has a small child, the foil, just tear the tape and it will all unfold if someone has a child. So there won't be any bacteria, you know. If there are animals, maybe it's good, but since I have a regular situation, I prefer a mop or just put a cloth on a broom. It's just that the bacteria will stay, but I don't have kids, no. The bag is a bit dirty because I didn't have another one, but if I had packed it in a potato sack, that would have looked something. Judge after watching. Give as much as you want, it all works. I just don't want to have another one standing in my house. You can turn everything on, it's adjustable, you can detach it at the bottom, but the other one is solid. It's ready to work in 20 seconds. I mean, it's heated up in no time, like if someone has a cleaning company or a big house. I was talking to a friend and she paid 380 zlotys for a new one. It's not that kind of thing, like if you took a phone it would be from a higher shelf. And for the PlayStation 3, can you buy some glasses, virtual reality or something?
I don't think so,
Oh god, I don't think so. 3. It makes no sense. Why can you buy accessories for all consoles, but not for the PlayStation 3? If I had a phone and didn't think about it, maybe I'd get one for myself. There are those that you attach to your phone, Vry. Some inexpensive ones. There used to be plenty of them lying around.
This one is 50, that one is 20.
And why is this one only 50?
Used for 120. Without this, please.
No, they're replaceable. Not replaceable, so make it 60 for the ticket. And for the other one you said how much? 20, so it'll be 80 zlotys, right?
Yes, and here it's 120, not here.
This is Redmi, the more expensive one. It's a decent phone. I won't have a phone for 2 weeks until I get my benefits. Maybe I'll lose it. You know, I'm taking it out because no.
I'm taking it out, no.
No, he's staying after all, even with Mom. I've even arranged it with my friend. I sent my mom's number, so if anything happens, he should call my mom about the door, and I'm turning off my phone for a week now. It's tough. Maybe I'll get another one. Maybe I'll buy one. We'll see. Here you have it. First, check it quickly, because the outer part broke and I don't know if anything happened underneath. Check it. If you need to take it off, take it off. I don't want it to turn out later that something is cracked. That happened to me recently. I always took care of it, but in the span of 2 weeks I ate in so many places that I was pale.
It's okay.
I won't look at the camera.
I've got those little phones set up.
Then turn them away as much as you can.
It costs 850 zlotys.
Yeah, I know, but this is the stronger version, not in the sense that it has more memory. Yeah, because Kuba didn't look at it, and only when he did I said, oh sorry, I said, that's why they're paying more, and I have the cash receipt for everything.
So earlier, when you pawned it, it was 1,000 in stores, now it's 549 zlotys. A new one, well, I'd give you 220.
Ouch!
Here's 80 and...
300. Could he have 250? Well, I won't say no. Go on, I'll take 270.
He did it, but now wants to rip off Bidisht.
I want to take something too, maybe a phone. Do you have one? His phone, so I could buy one from you, just something that would work for now, until I get my welfare in a week, if I were to buy it. No, really, I don't mean anything else, and it can even be cracked. Let's make a deal. I actually have something for you anyway. I mean, as long as it works with Facebook, so I can go on Allegro. I'm telling you honestly, I just need it for a week to get by until my welfare comes in, because I get 1,700 zlotys. And again, we're sorting everything out with my mom and moving forward. And here, I don't know, you decide if you want it, maybe for your kids, because it's kind of for girls. And if you don't want it, you can give this piggy bank to someone, because I was going to give it as a gift to my friend's kids. And I have this beautiful teddy bear here, but it doesn't suit me at all. If you want, think about it. We can work something out. Take a look, take it out. It's made of plaster. It's nice. It's sprinkled with glitter. Maybe you'd like it for your girls to put somewhere, like to give for Christmas or something, and you could give me some money for it, you know? I didn't even wipe the dust off because it was just sitting on my shelf. You don't want to give it to them, but wouldn't you like to take it to sell? It wouldn't go for pennies. It won't just go to some random kids, but as a gift for kids, you could give it to someone. Damn. I'd like to get rid of it. I mean, maybe some kids would be happy to have a piggy bank or something. Well, never mind then. The neighbor and her kids will get it, so that's fine. For 150. How much would I have total? 220 plus 50 plus 30 is 300. And for this, you'd have 350 left. I'm holding on for now with my phone. I'll come when I save up some spare cash, then I'll come and buy a phone. It's hard. I'm leaving everything. we're selling those tickets, keeping what we make, and leaving the rest. All right, you see, I have to find out somehow if it becomes necessary. Well, I don't know. My coulage loga, it just so happens, you could put it here like a vacuum cleaner, so I would bring it in, and if I needed cash, we could probably work something out too. Just like you travel around with your wife and go sightseeing, of course you can attach a trailer to that coulage loga, right? Well, of course that's how they do it in the Netherlands. The thing is, you have to do everything by the book. For example, if you want to ride it abroad, you need to get insurance for it. Everything, so your wife knows you're riding legally on the paths. You can go up to 60 kilometers per hour, and then you can cover about 50 kilometers. And if you ride at 40, 30, or 20 kilometers per hour, you still cover those 50 or 60 kilometers. There's no difference. That's what I'm saying. That's what my friend and his buddies bought. When they visit places like Koda or mountains where gas vehicles aren't allowed, they use the electric one. They sit and ride around sightseeing. Do you know why they called me Tyson? I never heard the reason. At Castellan, by the bar, some guy was insulting. He was going off on him, a mentally ill guy, saying he should get out of the bar and all that. No. And I had just been out of the center, out of the psych ward for 3 months, and he was just sitting there and I was just there with Large too. We were drinking juice, fuck. And I promised her that I wouldn't hurt anyone because he didn't even want to go for a beer, not even to sit with me because for sure something weird would happen. When he was going at him at the table, I tried to gently explain he didn't understand what he was doing was wrong, that he was making fun, or that he also has the right to be there. So he just moved away from the table. I covered him with the table, but the table slid back and he came at me and head-butted me, so I bit off a piece of vodka to keep from killing him. While I was lying on top of him and they were pulling me off, I kept explaining that this was too much, even with the tables and everything by the bar. Because he studied a lot, read a lot, he went crazy, his parents died. I don't like when people laugh at others. Bad things can happen to anyone, and nobody likes being laughed at. For example, like, oh. He was in our class since middle school, so when people picked on him, we, as always and no matter what, we were the ones who stood up for him and took on everyone here. No, there really wasn't a rule. I swear to you, go ahead, there wasn't a rule. For me, that's the influence of Krishna, that people don't respect each other. In general, I'm under psychiatric treatment. I have an illness. That's why I talk a lot and fast. I take medication. I have to take it for the rest of my life because I used to take legal highs. I have bipolar disorder. They've diagnosed me with different things because psychiatrists, they speculate like, do you hear voices, hallucinations? That's when you need to talk about those things. I talk a lot, I talk fast. If I didn't take my meds, I could go without sleep, like if I got totally wasted. My body doesn't produce something and it doesn't balance itself out. I can show you the meds I take. Damien, if you sat down with my mom, for example, or with those people who have been through all of this a bit. I had a gun to my head. 3 guys were holding me. The mayor was walking by, he ran away, didn't help me in broad daylight, so I them myself. Oh, stories like that, you wouldn't believe it. I was walking into the gate and 3 guys were waiting for me, they put a gun to my head. Have you ever heard voices or felt something similar, like the cold barrel? I fooled them all, I don't know how, but I managed to get out onto the street with them, so they wouldn't finish me off there. And I had already given up, but when I saw my wife pulling and everything, then I knew I had to fight. Only the weapon disappeared. When the police arrived, there was no weapon.
I have a couple of elephants, some from Idla Nuechka.
Backside. Nuechka, how many? Two. How much for that?
As many as possible.
What happened to your face, sir? Well...
How should I put it? You can probably guess, right? Mateusz attacked me. Mateusz, well, that's what people say. It's just a name, for various substances.
So you just got punched in the face, right?
Yeah, that's how I remember it. I walked out of this hospital.
No.
On Piłsudskiego Street, right? And my hand is shaking. I need something, you know what I mean? No one wants to help me. Here I asked the guy for 1,000 if he could help me out, but he just walked away, didn't even say a word. There are all kinds of adventures. I don't even know how they patched me up here, but I guess it'll heal before the wedding, right?
That you just hit me like that, just like that.
And I remember, sir, how you take a bucket of goods. I woke up in the hospital. I'm not going to make things up for you. What happened, it just happens. It's better not to talk about such things, because the cops will get interested.
Thanks, but no. If someone is under the influence, then no. Only if they have something on them.
I'd rather those, I won't say which ones because I'd have to use a bad word. I'd rather they didn't take an interest in me anymore. I have quite a lot of different stuff. If you want, I can come tomorrow too, because I have time.
All right, what else do we have?
Well, I have a dashcam. Brand new, sir. It even still has the protective film on it.
More like a display model.
I don't know, but I know my stuff. Brand new, sir, really. Look at the lens. You can see it's still covered. Wouldn't it be bad if you recommended something and, when you weren't here, aren't you afraid someone might steal something? No, it's just 10 minutes, sure, but it's good after a visit like that to leave, let's say, with relief from the restroom.
You're from Dresdenek?
I am, how should I put it, a citizen of the world? No, I don't have a permanent place of residence. And why do you ask, sir?
Because at first I thought you were someone I knew, but then by your voice I realized you weren't.
Because you can't recognize someone by their face, right? Because it's all taped up anyway. Thank you for letting me in, sir. Because in different stores, as soon as there's security, they immediately watch where you're going, It's like in that joke when they ask me what I pay the most attention to in stores, I answer, the cameras, the surveillance.
All right, and what else is there?
Well, sir, this might be expensive because it was expensive. I took it from the display. It's just perfume.
No. All right.
Sir, I know you laughed over there. No, but it would still be a couple of zlotys. I have something like this, brand new, unused. Well, it's probably worth 2 zlotys.
No, not this one.
Like brand new, straight from the factory?
But without the panel?
And you would pick the panel, maybe someone will bring one. That kind of panel won't work either, and I would bring you that panel myself.
No need. Telefunkel is a weak brand.
For 5 zlotys?
No, a brand new one for free.
Look straight here, sir. Stuff taken from the store doesn't count either. Why not, right? I take what?
Just these 2 things.
Were you interested in, sir? The used one was found?
So that'll be 100 for that.
For these 3 things, that's fine.
For the statement, you need an identification card.
But for the declaration, you don't. And can't we check it some other way?
No, it has to be an identification card. That's just how it is.
I'm just telling you, give me whatever you think is right, just without all these formalities,
But I have to.
Couldn't you help me out a little for the holidays?
No, we don't do under-the-table deals. Everything must be documented.
Something for consumption?
But I just need an identification. Without it, we can't do anything, no.
Sometimes you can reach an agreement in certain places.
I don't know how it is. In some places in our network, you have to have the identification, and without providing the data from the identification, we don't make contracts, no.
So you can't help me at all?
Well, if you don't have your identification card, then unfortunately, no.
So what now?
Well, nothing. I'll just return it then.
Oh, look, sir, you don't have a flying wasp there. What's a wasp? That's not from me. From me, it's only flies. Maybe.
Have you tried going to Monor, for example?
All right, screw it, sir. It is what it is, let's say. Today I won't find some sucker to sell this to anyway. Maybe tomorrow I'll go to your competition.
Over there by Biedronka?
I got a tip from a friend,
It's already closed there, actually.
Yeah, relax. I'm not flying to New York. You understand, right? Okay, forget it. Not from that, I think. From this.
But okay, from this?
I'm really sorry for bothering you like this. It's nothing. Maybe you have some work to do. I can't, for example, sweep up here for you at the end of the day, something like that.
Well, I can sweep up myself.
Sir, I'm at least 10 short 10.
No, I have to have that identification.
And to borrow a few zlotys privately. I can't, for example, stand here all day tomorrow in front of this and bring in customers to make them come in. Because if not, I'll tell them, if you want to end up like me, with nothing, then come in here, then everything will be fine. No, anyway, I won't talk nonsense anymore, if you could help me out a bit.
Do you have any address where you live?
Well, not really. I don't have anything like that. My mom passed away some years ago. No, I'm not. I'm not the owner of any property. No, that's just how it is. You can't discriminate against people, for example, as you can see. For example, pigeons, wild boars, foxes, they also don't have, let's say, registration, but they live somewhere. A pigeon will sit wherever it wants. I'm like a pigeon, sorry to say it like that, but I fly back and forth, especially when I run my business. I just fly around and sleep on any tree I can. Sometimes I also travel. Well, recently I was in Warsaw. I was driving down the main street, Jana Paweł, that's it. I thought to myself, that's a great Pole, Jan Paweł, and there was a club there. It was all lit up in red. Klub. I didn't get it from a friend over the phone. We posted an ad on Facebook to invite some girl to that club. There they laughed at me, all of them laughed at me, because they said it's a strip club, that all kinds of bad things happen there. I just wanted to invite some girl to dance there, that's all. Later, I passed by a second time and I saw that the strip part was closed, so I thought it's just a club now. So I put up the ad again, and again they laughed at me. But I just wanted a woman with an apartment, here in Warsaw, because they have those dogs, cats, they pet them. And I would work there, do something in exchange for some goods, a little for the nose. I could even do some renovation. And those women just laughed at me, my friend told me. Almost 500 women laughed at me there, and not a single one responded. That's how Poles are during the holidays. Those ones, as they say, hypocrisy, that they would just fly around for the holidays. Give money to the priest, but they'll just laugh at someone in need. Good night.
Dobranoc.